Hello and welcome to this special edition of Kentucky Afield. I'm Tim Farmer. This week we take an in-depth look at the law enforcement here at the Department of Fish and Wildlife. They're not only our most recognized division, they're our best trained.
Attempt to make a stop, shots fired from the road.
It's extensive training, more than any other agency that I know of in the state.
Conservation officer, primarily his job is to enforce the laws and regulations that go along with hunting and fishing and boating.
Pivot!
The officer is sworn and bound to enforce all the laws of the Commonwealth.
You know, sometimes you catch somebody spotlighting and poaching a deer at night, you end up catching them with methamphetamine and marijuana and possibly DUI.
But you got to be prepared for anything.
From the time a recruit's hired, it takes approximately 40 weeks till he's ready to be released upon his own.
When these guys leave the academy, they should be able to approach almost any incident.
Before they start our 10-week Fish and Wildlife Academy, they have to complete the 18-week basic training course in Richmond. At Richmond, they learn the basics of policing, search and seizures, penal code laws, defensive tactics, firearms, vehicle operations. Upon completion there, he will come to us.
It's a completely different job from any other law enforcement job in the state.
Being out there on the water or in the field, it's not always like being on a city street or a highway.
Everybody we encounter has some kind of weapon.
Anything can happen and often does. It's a lot more difficult than what they think.
8 hours a day, rolling in the floor, beating up on each other.
I most feared that class.
I'd say the toughest thing physically that our recruits go through at the time would be the 3 days water survival.
Going in the water when you're interlocked with another person in a fighting scenario, learning how to get away from them and survive.
It's grueling physically, just due to all the swimming that you have to do, and then it's grueling mentally for a lot of people when someone takes you and you're not ready and takes you into the water and holds you underwater. But a lot of people aren't prepared for that, and it terrifies us because a fight on a boat is a very realistic thing that can happen to us.
There's no other police on the water except for us.
We're doing an emergency vessel operation course.
It's pretty exciting. I mean, it's spur of the moment maneuvers that you sometimes have to do. If I had to compare it to anything, it would be like barrel racing in a boat.
We spend a lot of time on the lake.
They may encounter accidents, boating accidents, drownings, everything to alcohol in the water, to domestic violence on the water.
All the training we go through is because the incidents that do happen and happen to officers doing this type of work every day. But you're doing it for that one phone call in the middle of the night that someone tells you they made it through some incident because of something you did.